We need an immediate evac. Anyway, whew, whoa. I have no idea if this looks funny or not. I'm just trying it out, but this is Extreme Wirehead, and my voice is really low when I do that. Uh, Maybe I'll try some other time. Oh, God. I'm Extreme Wirehead. This is my little show called Remains of the Day, where I talk about 3 different things that were interesting about the week. Nothing else needs to be said, really, other than there's a lot of interesting shit out there, and if you can't think of 3 things in your entire week that was at least somewhat noteworthy, then I think you have a mental issue, and you probably should have that checked, because it could be cancer. That's a terrible joke. I'm gonna roll with it. I know it's a terrible joke. I can't roll with it. But besides the point, I'm just gonna blabber on for a few minutes of your entire week, and I hope it's not too much time. The first thing on the if you notice, I'm recording this in black and white, and that's just because the first thing on the list is old movies. My dad loves movies, and has been trying to get a large number of old classics which can't be bought anymore. Some of them don't even show up in any store unless you're somehow some sort of antique freak. So he ends up having to torrent them, and that's probably for the best. Probably the simplest way to do it. Not you don't really need HD quality and all this other stuff when you're talking about old movies, but they do look really good. And I've seen a couple of old Japanese movies, a couple of American, and all these other styles, and it's I like them. They're nice. I just I don't like the pauses. I don't like the breaks, and maybe that's just because of how much they want to fill your mind with all the action scenes and all that stuff. And I guess it's for the best. It does get you to the action much faster that way. Yeah, that's all I have to say really about old movies. It's just enjoy it, because I don't know if I'm gonna use this again, or ever for that matter. But oh God, the second thing on the list is rubber, because I just got myself this. Well, rubber does a lot of different things amazingly, and if the first thing you thought of was condoms, then you're probably wrong, because most of it isn't rubber, like this guy. I probably shouldn't be touching it with my bare hands. I'm gonna clean my hands after this. This is rubber from a pressure cooker, and whew, I don't know what I'm gonna use it for, but it's damn strong. No clue, but yeah, rubber. It does so many different things. You have no idea how much rubber you actually use in your life. Your shoes probably have a good deal of rubber, and that's just like, what is it? I'm betting less than 5% of all the rubber in your home. There's a lot of different things, and I hope that I can find a use for this one too. It's rubber. Rubber is it does follow Newtonian physics, I want to say, but it also acts like a semi-liquid. Not to get into the technical terms, it just means that if you hit a car onto a wall of concrete, you'll crush it, but if you hit it on a wall of rubber, you will crush it, but at least it won't hurt as much. And I think that's the important thing. It's a bit different, and it's a bit special. Rubber bands, all these other things, they're amazing because they do so many things that other solids can't do, and that's just hold things together while being somewhat malleable, like clay, or the only reason we keep clay around, because it makes odd shapes that can be fit, and then you can like harden it at that point, but then it becomes a complete solid. So semi-solids like that, non-Newtonian, if you know the term, that's another thing completely. But those kinds of things, they're quite interesting because they allow us to go past what normal physics would allow, and gives us an entirely new world on how to manage things, how to create things. It's an entire tool, and I think it doesn't get enough credit these days because rubber does do a lot of nifty things. We burn a lot of that stuff up because of how much we drive, and I just wish there was more talk about rubber because besides plastics and some other stuff, it's quite a useful little thing. Then again, I can say that about every single thing in the world, and I'd probably be right. That's what's sad. Because the only reason we're around is because of all these amazing things that helps us make everything possible. You don't really need me talking about stuff like that. But let's move on to the third thing because I don't want to bore you, and I'm pretty sure this, what is this, black and white look? It looks pretty bad on me, doesn't it? I'm grayscaled and my hair's never been looked so bad. Actually, I think I need a haircut. God! Oh, man. My lord, what am I talking about? But, let's go down to the last number because I don't think I can spend all my time talking about rubber without somehow going back to the good old topic of condoms, which I really don't want to get back into. And, yeah, I should stop repeating myself. Let's get on with this, otherwise I'm going to be reminded over and over again. The third thing is, undergarments? Is that really the nice? I want to say our undergarments because I have a problem with the word underwear. I have this strange sensation whenever I say the word that I'm probably doing something wrong, and that's mostly because whenever I say the word, I feel like I'm that piece of undergarment. I'm that piece of undergarment, and I'm saying underwear. You're gonna put me in between that and that, and then my mind spirals into the depression of your boxers, brief, panties, and it's quite sad. I'm pretty sure they have depression. They have suicidal tendencies. They might even need a very good psychologist. I don't know what kind of psychologist you need. Maybe one for linen or polyester, depending on your style, or their style for that matter. They can't help what they're made. And I should stop talking like a complete idiot. And it's probably for the best that I can do all of this with a straight face, and I can do it without laughing at the very end, because that's how much I can put myself in that situation. I can. It's not pretty sometimes, but it does get the job done. When I say get the job done, I mean make me feel better and make everybody else feel awkward. And I don't know why my face went like that, but apparently that's how I communicate. Yeah. But anyway, so that's the three things: underwear, rubber, and old movies, just as you can see right in front of you. I don't know if you can see the Japanese mug properly, but this has been Extreme Wirehead. I propose a toast. My tomato juice looks weird. Smells weird. I'm pretty sure it tastes weird. But I propose a toast to all things great and small. This is Wire Out, and I'll see you next week. Peace. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.